Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. I do a lot of my videos on eBay and Amazon and e-commerce in general. And today I just wanted to talk about something that I think a lot of new sellers to Amazon are going to be surprised by and probably not like, especially if you're somebody who takes a lot of care in putting together a well-crafted listing. On eBay, no matter what it is you're listing, you're creating a unique listing, right? So you're going to put the pictures in, you're going to put the specs, as they call them, so the size, weight, height, color, stuff like that in, and you're going to have the only listing for your product. Now granted, somebody else can sell the same product that you're selling, but depending on how well they put together their listing depends on how they rank. So if you have the maximum amount of pictures, if you fill in all the eBay specifics, if you have a good SEO title, if you have a descriptive title, lots of photos, etc., you're going to rank really high in eBay and you're going to sell more products than somebody who just puts up, phone case for sale. If you have a bunch of pictures of the phone case, okay, this phone case fits this phone, and this phone, it's big enough for the headphone jack to go into, here's the size, here's the weight, here's the package weight, everything, you're going to rank higher than the guy who just has a phone case for sale. On Amazon, however, unless you have your own Amazon seller account, you don't get your own listing. You can only piggyback off somebody else's listing. So if somebody else is selling a green Note 4 case that's the exact same as yours, you can basically click sell one like this and piggyback off their listing, but you can't create your own listing. And even if you do have an Amazon seller account, if you're selling the same product as somebody else, your listings are all going to be paired together, and the person whose listing is going to sell is the person who is the lowest price. So what does this mean? This basically means that, don't get me wrong, I love Amazon. I'm a seller on Amazon. I also enjoy buying things on Amazon. It's just kind of the nature of it. It's a different type of site than eBay. It's not an auction site. So I'm not criticizing Amazon for this. It's just something that, personally coming from eBay, I wasn't really crazy about or didn't really like, and I imagine a lot of other people are going to be surprised by this too. But basically what this leads to, because everyone's kind of piggybacking on the same listing, whoever is the lowest price person is going to sell, very few people are going to be like, I'm not going to buy from Jim's phone cases. I'm going to go down and pay $1 more with this guy. No, whoever is the lowest price is going to sell it. On most categories, you got at least a couple people, sometimes as many as 10 or a dozen people selling the same item. So you're all kind of, Jim's got the phone case for $5. So Tim's going to come in at $4.99. I'm going to come in at $4.98. Next thing you know, we're all selling the phone case for $3 and nobody's making any money. And, what's the point of that? So that's kind of what I dislike about Amazon. For anyone who really wants to make money on Amazon, what you got to get into is private labeling. So you can sell the same exact phone case that Jim over here is selling, but the company who makes the phone cases is going to slap a smiley face on the back of yours and call it Tony's Happy Phone Cases. And now all of a sudden you have your own brand and you have your own line. So even though you're selling the same phone case that these 10 other people are selling, you can create an individual listing. None of these people over here selling this phone case can hop on your phone case because they don't have the smiley face and it's not branded Tony's Happy Phone Cases, right? So I think there's a perceived higher value when you private label and slap your own brand on it versus it just being some generic Chinese butt crap. Even though yours is just some generic Chinese butt crap with a label slapped on it, the perception is that yours is higher quality, yours is branded, whatever else. So you can charge a higher price for it, and nobody else can piggyback off your listings. And if you get into doing this, what you get, I question whether this is a good idea to do, but if you want to, you can wholesale your phone cases to other people. Now granted, they're going to be selling on Amazon competing with you, so if you're trying to do the retail thing, or if Amazon's going to be a big part of your business plan, you may not want to sell to other people. But if you're going to do the primary, most of your selling on eBay or at a retail brick and mortar cell phone store or something, and you don't think you're going to do that much on Amazon, by all means, wholesale the stuff and make some money that way too. But that's probably one of the biggest kind of learning curves, or the biggest things I kind of disliked when I first came to Amazon, is without a seller's account, you can only piggyback off other people's listings. And even if you do go create a new listing, within a couple weeks, Amazon can tell that you're selling the same product as somebody else, and they're going to nix yours and combine you into that category. So that's one of the biggest learning curves with Amazon, and something that a lot of people dislike, is that it basically creates everybody kind of cannibalizing the price, and everyone's kind of trying to undercut each other, and at some point nobody's making any money anymore. So yeah, just kind of wanted to tell you guys about that. If you've never sold on Amazon, be aware of that. If you're thinking about selling on Amazon, keep that in mind. Maybe another reason to get into private labeling instead of just buying whatever else on Amazon. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Should be at the bottom left. If you're not subscribed to my channel, again, click right down here. Click the subscribe button to subscribe. If you have any questions, comments, anything like that, leave them in the comment section below. I try to respond to all questions and comments. If you're looking to get into e-commerce, selling online, whatever else, I'm a very high value or high dollar eBay and Amazon seller. I forget exactly how much. Like I think last year I did about 2.3 million in sales. 1.9 of that was done on PayPal. So I'm guessing probably at least $1 million, $1.5 million of that was done on eBay. If you need some eBay tips, eBay advice, very few people sell as much as I do on eBay. You're not going to find people who know about rolling reserves, eBay limits, PayPal limits, knows how to work with eBay and PayPal account managers. If eBay and PayPal start hitting you up for invoices, want to know where you get your product. Someone who sells a lot of this stuff like me knows how to kind of navigate these issues. If you check me out on fiverr.com/rulesforrebels, just like the YouTube channel, and I do offer consulting. It's only $5 on there. You get a 10-minute consulting session. You can ask me a couple questions, or I can make a video kind of giving some advice and tips and tricks, and I'll analyze your eBay listing, analyze your eBay store, your Amazon listings, whatever else. But I've done a number of these consultations, and every single person I've done one of these consultations with said I would pay $100 or more for this info and this advice, and I've yet to meet anyone who does as much volume on eBay, Amazon, whatever is used. So if you do need any tips, help, whatever, you have some kind of problem, hit me up on Fiverr /rulesforrebels. You can also find me on Twitter @rulesforrebels, or email me at rulesforrebels@gmail.com. And I'd be happy to work with you and happy to help you out. So thanks again for watching, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and we will talk to you later.